So much has changed since Bridge was added to Hypixel, including the topic of today's video, the maps. As someone who's played Prototype and Bridge in its early days, some of their maps have disappeared with no explanation. Very little proof of some of their existence is even out there. I know Bridge sweats who have never heard of some of these maps. Where are these maps? Why were they removed? Are they as good as I remember? Is there any possibility for them to come back? Well, that's what I'm hoping to answer in today's video. To start us off, let's talk about Twlight, since I feel like that map is the most recent to disappear. Most people, myself included, weren't even sure when it left rotation. It was there one day and just disappeared. Don't worry, as the video go on, we'll go over more rarer maps, but I figured it just makes sense to go over the most known one. Well, I enjoyed playing on Twlight, but I would not enjoy playing on it now as a sweaty Bridge main. So Twlight was fun, and there were things that I liked about it, like how you can bypass underneath kinda, that was kinda cool. But the reason I think that it was removed, so Bridge now kinda has a formula, as you would expect from any game where you're fighting up against someone else, like multiplayer games, you know, low competitive, where it's essentially the bridge out here, and then there's usually an entrance of some kind, and then the goal would be right here. I think it's been moved actually a little bit on this map, but pretty much any map you play on in current Bridge, the formula doesn't deviate too much from this. Twlight, on the other hand, while it doesn't deviate too far from the formula, the goal is a little too close is my guess, you know, and as much as I do enjoy this map, it is a bad spawn block map. Now, I'm not entirely sure if Hypixel cares about spawn block maps or not, but it's all I can really speculate on why this map was removed, since there's no official statement. So as you can see on Twlight, you cannot place blocks here at all. You can't place blocks anywhere here. But you can place blocks here, so it makes it very easy to spawn block people. While I would like to see this map come back in some capacity, it definitely would need a rework. They would either have to move this goal back a bit, build this out a bit more, and allow you to place blocks here. Moving down further into the obscurity, now I would imagine some of you also have played this map, because this map did make it past Prototype and was in the normal queue for a little bit. You can even see it in some people's older Bridge content. I've played it a few times before I started maining the game. Flora. Now, I enjoy this map. It is fun, but it also deviates from that formula we talked about earlier. Remember that, it's going to be important. This map's very unique actually, because the goal is down here. This map was really fun and I enjoyed it a lot, but I could imagine now as a Bridge main and how good people have gotten, it would be a bit annoying to play in queue. Definitely would have no place in the scrims. I personally wouldn't mind seeing it come back, just, you know, because it'd be a little different, and if it's annoying I could always skip it. It could also obviously rework it a little bit. My guess definitely, because this one deviates from the formula so much, because you spawn up there and the goal's down here. Now, this next map is actually what inspired me to make this video. This myth, this legend, this map, this pirate ship map that I remember playing in Prototype. I don't think it actually made it to the official game, but I went asking, you know, like people I know in the community, like, hey, do you remember that one map with the pirate ship? And everyone would be confused. They would have no clue what I'm talking about. So I went looking into it, and then that's when I found about this map and all these other maps that have just disappeared. Well, this specifically has more mystery behind it, because the other maps that disappeared made it to the game, are well known. And for example, I was hopping on the Hippo practice map to talk about those maps and stuff. So I went looking, I went searching, is there a Cutlass map download? Nothing. I couldn't find anything about this map until I made it to the forums where someone else was asking about this map, and in the replies people pointed to this Minecraft server that you may have heard called BlocksMC, which is not a ripoff of Hypixel. It's a coincidence. So yeah, BlocksMC is a server for cracked Minecraft accounts, you know, not actual Minecraft accounts that you can get for free. which you can play on if you have what is called a premium account, which is just actually buying an account. So here we are on Blocks MC. We are going to be playing Cutlass, and then I can talk about it in real time. So yes, here's Cutlass. I'm also not playing with a mouse. I would prefer to be playing bridges with, but I'm assuming that because this is Blocks MC, this guy will be bad. So Cutlass, just like the other maps, destroy. This one actually destroys the formula that I spoke of before. You spawn here, the goal's here, and it has like this little entrance thingy. I'm assuming that's why I didn't make it past prototype, because it's so, oh, look at this dude, he's cracked. It's so insanely different from what's normal. But I really like it. I really like that it has like this little pirate theme or whatever. Unfortunately, as much as I like how much this map looks, it would be very frustrating to play on, because it's also kind of easy to spawn block on, and you can't place blocks up here, which just makes a bunch of other problems with spawn blocking and not being able to really bypass it. Just the map wouldn't work. But I would actually really like to see this map come back. Like I said, this is the map that God, that is so loud. Oh, whoops. But yeah, I think it would be cool if they bring this map back. They would have to change it though, obviously, and they would either have to do one of two things: either completely like rotate the ship or something, so where the goal, the space up here is good. Good, because without space to like bypass or whatever, you just have another cheesy, which I think needs a rework. So either, honestly, maybe they could leave the map how it is. I'm not sure. That would be up to the build team. But for sure, you need to be able to place blocks here, I think. And with that, I do think it would be nice to see this map come back, because we need new maps. It'd be nice to get change of scenery, and I love themed maps. I really like them. Pretty sure that Cutlass was removed. It never even made it to the full game because it doesn't follow the current formula that they have that works. I would like to see it come back though, because it's a cool map. It looks really cool. They would definitely have to either rotate the ship so you won't have such a, like, you won't have to walk out, because currently with bridge from spawn you can just walk forward and you're on the bridge. With Cutlass you walk forward and you're not quite on the bridge. So either do that or leave it how it is, but you definitely should be able to place blocks like on the deck or whatever. It would be nice to see that map come back in some shape or form. Now, Coconut is an even more forgotten map than Cutlass. This map, I wasn't even sure if it existed. Cutlass didn't take too long to find. Coconut, on the other hand, I don't know anyone else that's heard of it. But this one, not only I know exactly why this one was removed. This is the only map to my knowledge to have a different how do I word this, a different mechanic than other maps. So Coconut in prototype had this little slime jump pad thingy that you can jump onto, then go out onto the bridge. So it never made it to the actual game. This map, I don't care for it to come back because it's nothing special. It's a very barren, boring looking map. But if they do bring it back, I think it would be cool if they kind of remodel it a little bit and make it like more beach themed. Maybe have like some lawn chairs out or something. Just more. It looks very barren. Back on Block MC, this is also, as you can see on this map, I found it same thing. I can't remember if they mentioned it in the forums or not, or when I actually hopped on here to check it out, but yeah, it's here. Oh, this actually has a slime pad, so okay, that's perfect. I'd actually show that off. Yeah, oh my god, this is so nostalgic, bro. Yep, and it shoots you forward. You see the goals right there. There's no way to hippo or anything. It's a very barren map, as you can see. There's nothing really going on this map. Obviously they would also have to get rid of the slime thing, yeah, I would imagine, for it to be a more fair map. But yeah, I just think completely just going with like a beach theme or something would be kind of cool. But I guess maybe there's room for this map if they, which they probably won't, if they ever do something similar to like dream modes on Bedwars, which is, if you don't play Bedwars, dreams is like these like, how do I put it, like these extra game modes that are different. Jeez, I'm not used to this keyboard either. But I did switch back to my Model O, which I prefer to use for bridges. Yeah, the map's pretty basic. There's literally nothing going on. There's nothing special outside of the little slime jump pad thingy. So I don't really care if this one comes back or not. Fun blocking is also pretty problematic on this one. Where's the cutoff range at? Can you place blocks here? Okay, you can. Okay, so never mind. This guy's just bad. Yeah, you can't hippo or anything on here either, so. I just realized if I could place blocks here, you can build the whole thing to here. Yeah, this map is bad. This map is. In conclusion, this one never made out a prototype because I'm assuming because it doesn't work how current bridge does. I don't care for the map to come back in its current state at all. This one's actually just bad. This one's just bad. But a few reworks, it definitely could. It would need a complete revamp though, to the point where I think you might as well just name the map something else, because it's boring, unfair. So it'd be cool if they could make it look nice and maybe have the hippo actually have like the goal actually have like a proper entrance to where you can hippo and stuff. Now this final bridge map, I don't have much to say about it, unfortunately, because I'm pretty sure I've never played this map. This is one that not even I know about, and I only learned about it while researching for this video. That's why I saved the best for last. So this one is called I can't speak English.
Mechanicus.
I was never gonna get that. All that I could find on this map is the screenshots that I'm putting on screen now. This one's like an actual Loch Ness monster here, an actual Bigfoot. I can't find any gameplay on it. I can't find anything on it. But from what I can see here, it actually doesn't seem like that bad of a map, and I'm not entirely sure why I didn't make it to the final game. And I wouldn't mind seeing this one come back, maybe a little rework, but it's not bad. It has spots for you to hip on them if you can place blocks there, I'm assuming, and if you can't, that could be part of the rework. But it's not bad, honestly. It generally isn't. Maybe you could put a little more space on the platform, you know, a little bit going on to make it easier to bypass and spam blocks or whatever. And that will conclude this video. Would be nice to see some of these maps come back, obviously differently, because all of these maps, except for the last one, aren't very viable, especially Coconut. Coconut has no place in current bridge. Alright, see you in the next one.